Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Terry Durham. I am currently the Dean of Academic Technology at Motlow State Community College. I'm at their Smyrna campus, which is a little south of Nashville. This is one of the fastest growing campuses in our whole system and in the state of Tennessee. This is our second day of class. Yesterday I got somewhere in the neighborhood of about 221 emails, and today's going to be just as bad, if not worse. So anyway, that's what I do right now. I was noticing in the prompt here, it says share something unique about yourself and tell us about yourself. Well, when I graduated from school in 1983 with a bachelor's degree, I came out of Austin Peay State University and I went to work for K Jewelers. And eventually I became a bench jeweler. So I literally fixed it, sat it, made it. I hated Christmas simply because of the retail business. I spent 11 years in that business and eventually just got out. I went back to school. I got a master's degree in information systems / accounting from Middle Tennessee State University. One of my students asked me one time, said, how in the world did you get from being a jeweler to being a computer teacher? 80-hour work weeks will kill you. And so that was one of the big reasons that I made that change. When I came out of Middle Tennessee, I went to work for Arnold Engineering Development Center. Actually, I was working for a company in Nashville, and we were subcontracted out to those folks. So if I tell you I've taught rocket scientists, I really truly have. I did have a gentleman ask me one time, he said, how many trailing decimals will Excel let you have? And I said 15, and he said that's not enough. I want 32, I'd prefer 64. So I spent about 9 years in that business, and then 9/11 changed the computer training business literally overnight. And so I went to work for Cumberland University in Lebanon, Tennessee in the fall of 2003. I stayed with Cumberland until 2013, and then in the summer of 2013 I came to Motlow, and I've been here ever since. My goals, basically to just keep learning. In this business, we never get bored. If you just wait a minute, we've got new software, we've got new hardware, we've got some new product. One of the big areas that we're exploring right now is virtual reality plus augmented reality. Really bringing that into the classroom environment and trying to engage our students that much more. One of the other items in the prompt says your previous experience with study and education. Well, in 2003, when I got to Cumberland University, we were just coming out of a SACS visit, and everything was good, and we stayed, pretty even there. And then before I left, we went through SACS again, and I was in the business school, so we also did ACBSP. So in the process of going through those, audits, um, a colleague and I started doing surveys of our courses, and we got into researching some of the questions and the students' responses on those, and actually presented several papers on the findings with some of those surveys that we had done. And then an accounting colleague and myself, we also performed a survey of some of her accounting students and their thoughts on technology and some of the areas that might go into. So I guess I've always been fascinated with higher education and the way that we do things and the way that we don't do things. I came from a business where change was just natural. I got to Cumberland, I came to Motlow, and I ran right into information silos. They were worse at Cumberland than they are here, but I'm just amazed at the power grid and how much people don't want to work with each other because they're afraid or they're insecure. I'm not sure what it is. So that is one of the reasons that I'm taking this class. Thanks.